can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried. I'm straight. Me and Craig to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy. I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars driving fast. I never done this before. Drown out my problems. Let me. When up and it's magic. With the gang, we ball out. It can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is preseason football on EA Sports. Ahead, we'll see the former MVP, Cam Newton, and the Carolina Panthers as they'll square off against Tom Brady and the Super Bowl champion, New England Patriots. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, it's Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
From the area known as Patriot Place, EA Sports set for football at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you, and now we sit, CD, at week 3 of the preseason, and this is the one that the coaches probably think is pretty valuable, right?
Certainly. This is the dress rehearsal. This is the one where your starters are going to play. You might even game plan a little bit more than you do with a normal preseason game, and then you've got to decide, do you bring them back after halftime and get them going again in the third quarter so they're ready to go when the regular season begins? I'm eager to see how these coaches will handle that.
It's a rematch of the 2004 Super Bowl. The Pats and Panthers are underway. This will be fielded at the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Panthers set to go. They, of course, have number 1 as their starting quarterback, Cam Newton. He is number 1 in franchise history in just about every passing category. MVP back in 2015 as well, and try to get the Panthers back into the playoffs after a 7-9 finish a year ago. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
From the gun, here's Newton. Flushed out right. And running with power here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Even at the age of 30, Cam says it's just a number. Still a real threat running the football. We all know about the touchdowns, but ran for 488 yards last season. That was 4th among all NFL quarterbacks. He can still tote the mail.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Now a first down throw for Newton. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. And the offensive starters for the Panthers.
So let's all work together on this one because it's natural to just watch the football. But I want all of us to watch the center of this offensive line, the center and the 2 guards. They've got to be able to control the point of attack, and they didn't do such a good job on that last play. Plenty of opportunities to redeem themselves. They'll have to take advantage of that and start to make progress.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly...
Greg Olsen, nobody ahead of him. Touchdown, Carolina. Greg Olsen, 46 yards, as his guys are able to strike for 4 plays. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Patriots come out led by the 4-time Super Bowl MVP and owner of a record 6 Super Bowl rings, arguably the greatest to ever play the game, Tom Brady. And we keep asking the same questions every year. How much longer can he keep doing this? Is this the year the dynasty crumbles? And every year, Brady comes out and leads his team to the Super Bowl. They've been there now 3 years in a row, and only one team has made it 4. That's the Buffalo Bills. But remember, they lost all 4 in the early 90s. They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money, because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start, both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown, they've got to go out there now and start playing like the team they want to be.
Newton on first down. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, Newton. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. To throw is Newton. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Cam Newton with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up first and 10. Brady and the Patriots now first and 10 at their own 22. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That one good for 13 at a New England first down. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. Here's the offense, and you got to talk about the guy that they nicknamed Bebe, Charles Demaryius Thomas.
You worry about him catching the ball, but you worry more about what he does after the catch. Big, strong, physical. He makes plays downfield.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7. Here's Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down. And the starting crew defensively for Carolina.
Eric Reed is a safety that you can use all over on defense, both in the box as a tackler and back deep as a cover man.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Shotgun now for Brady. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Returning it is Moore. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. Time for our players spotlight, and it focuses in here on Cam Newton. Now, they must have seen something leading up to this one that said, hey, we're going to be able to go deep, because they've gone deep with a lot of success.
And pick your phrase.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, right now, they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
19 yards there on the catch and run. On that catch, he's already eclipsed 100 yards here in the first quarter. Charles, he's on pace for over 400.
And playing with great confidence, isn't he? I think
that's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Carolina. Cam Newton now with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Gano the extra point, and it's now 21-0. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. 21-0 our score after 1.
You got nothing.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
This is taken at the 23. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position.
Ready! Ready! He's tired of me. He's tired of us. Ready!
On 1st and 10, Newton. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Cam Newton with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the route is on here in this first half. And we can break that scoring drive down pretty easily. 1 play, long touchdown pass into the end zone. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement. Down on the scoreboard, maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Hey, 66.
They go right back to White here on first down. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Cam Newton getting ready to go again on offense. And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And that's how you generate excitement on a team. Keep your offense moving at a really high level. And it's also how you establish leadership, by playing that well. 3 touchdown passes, that's the way to lead.
Now he's just hoping for number 4. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. And the tight end Olsen, right side. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Newton. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. 4 touchdown passes now for Cam Newton as his guys continue to pour it on.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air, because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Gano the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. And Carolina scores to cap it off. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Julian Edelman gets ready to take the field again here on offense. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well, and they're really excited that he has no catches, but they're also worried because a lot of times that's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far in this game. Now a pass here caught by Edelman. 23 yards, the final tally. How many times have we seen that? 3rd down, and Tom Brady turning to old reliable Julian Edelman. Of course, no Rob Gronkowski now. Edelman, the main holdover, the 33-year-old who was the Super Bowl MVP last season. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now, Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. That throw by Brady incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brady. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Throwing on 3rd and long. Brady.
Well, that's the 2nd time they've gotten to Brady, and you've got to do it a variety of ways. You want your regular pressure. Sometimes you have to bring extra. But in this case, they got to him, and that just doesn't happen very often.
It's a rarity. He's just such a veteran. His pocket presence so good. But, hey, tip of the cap to the D. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. Curtis Samuel and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. We're in the 2nd quarter. He already has 2 touchdowns. We know how good he is. That's well documented. How do you contain him?
We know he's a nightmare. So in this situation, I would go ahead and double him. Maybe even have a 3rd person in the area and try and dissuade them from throwing him the football. Make someone else beat me for a while because I don't know that their talents are his. Because when he gets his hands on the ball, he breaks down my entire D. Someone else, they may not make the same type of a play.
Well, we know his talents are very good.
Smiles, everyone, smiles, because when Cam Newton and Greg Olsen hook up like they've been doing throughout this game, that's one big reason why they're winning.
What makes Greg Olsen so tough to cover?
I think he really is a wide receiver in a tight end's body. He runs his routes with such great precision and some physical toughness, and he really fights and competes for the ball.
And then, of course, it helps to have Cam Newton throwing it to you. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 30. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. This clearly the final play of the half, but no field goal attempt. They're going for it with 3 seconds remaining. On 2nd and 10, Newton, he'll try and run it. And with a clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this 2nd quarter.
Indeed, indeed. But my education continues in this game, I've got to tell you, because there's not an analyst in the world that would have said pass up the field goal here, go for it, and expect for it to be successful. And it was. I mean, they're playing this one just like a video game.
Especially for the
Steelers and Titans in the AFC from Nashville. In our game, expect to see the starters for at least one more drive. Something to look forward to as we get you back out to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Our starters likely to be out there for the third quarter as we get back underway in this second half. This one fielded at the 5. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. They start the drive with White, and they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They keep it on the ground. White again. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about. To go. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Brady. And able to find Dorsett. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12. On 1st down, Brady. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Ben Watson was the intended target, the tight end. But it's going to be 2nd down. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays. You kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Goes underneath here to White. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the 1st down. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Give him 18. It's a Carolina 1st down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover and double and triple and do what you have to do? But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
But no takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
That's caught. It's Thomas. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A gain of 22.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Newton. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. So they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him a much better opportunity to convert.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. It's the fullback there to make the grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had to feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working. And now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Back now in Foxborough. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. He's going to look deep down the field. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Here's Greer. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
60 out more.
On first down, it's Greer. This is caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another first down. Again, Greer sliding out of the pocket. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Punching it in from a yard away as his guys continue to pour it on. That touchdown, Charles, the first rushing TD of his rookie year.
I don't know that he's going to be Lamar Jackson or Russell Wilson or Josh Allen at this stage of his career, but he's got youth on his side. Those young legs, he put them to good use there, didn't he?
Extra point try good by Gano, and that will extend this big lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Let's go.
The Patriots offense now. They work their way back onto the field. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Hoyer. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Vernon Butler in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Here's Hoyer. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they've been on the same grease board when you draw plays up.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevon Seymour. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Gano the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was looking for the tight end Lance Kendricks there, and now it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Hoyer. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Got a man open. That's Harry. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Hoyer now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Bruce Irvin, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
A first carry now for Rex Burkhead. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. He picks up 7 yards there, but they're still faced with a difficult 3rd and goal here. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. They'll drop the throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Now it's Greer. He gets it to Thomas. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
Going. She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that will extend this big lead. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. As this one moves towards its conclusion, another incomplete pass there. Thoughts on the secondary? I mean, seem to be pretty effective in this one.
Yeah, I thought that they've been absolutely outstanding. I mean, their job is to prevent touchdowns, and not a single touchdown's going on the board against them. Of course, they want to make it a total shutout, but hey, if you don't give up touchdowns, you got a heck of a chance to win.
They are, by the way, into the 4th quarter now in Oakland.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. A bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. Greer now, 5 of 6. Very accurate since taking over, and he's got his guys a first down. Throwing now, Greer. Wright's got it. Looks down the numbers. There he goes. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
This will be taken short.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Foxborough, good night, everybody.